Welcome to video number 4 from MyCrypto.guru, how to use Bitcoin. In this video, I'm going to show you the practical side of Bitcoin, how to send it, how to receive it, and it was suggested we put how to buy from an exchange on here, but I actually decided against that. This is going to be a video that's going to deal with just how to move your money between wallets on cell phones, move money between a mobile wallet and a desktop wallet, and how to move money to and from exchanges, but again, not how to buy it from an exchange. We will also go over how to buy from an actual online vendor as well. I know you're excited. Our exchange example will be with Coinbase. However, this works with any exchange with a slight change to how the menus are set up. Bitcoin addresses come in 2 varieties, 1 addresses and 3 addresses. Put simply, addresses will start with either a 1 or a 3. So what's the difference between them? Let's start there. 1 addresses are the original addresses, and 3s are the new addresses that support something called SegWit. SegWit is defined in your glossary of terms that are part of the bottom of this video. So we're not really going to go over too much specific, but essentially SegWit stands for segregated witness. And in a quick kind of synopsis, it's a new way to store transaction signing information that allows them to take up less space in the blocks. As we talked about in the last video, which I'm sure you watched, space in the blocks is what determines primarily what your fees are going to be. So for our purposes, you'll need to know 2 things. Number 1, it'll cost you more in fees to send Bitcoin to a 1 address as those transactions take up more space, just like we said. And the second thing is, not all wallets, as of November 2017, currently support SegWit addresses. We'll go into more detail on those 2 concepts after I show you how to actually move money. So let's talk about what's currently the most common move in Bitcoin, mobile wallet to mobile wallet. In this example, we'll be sending money from a Mycelium wallet, which is on my phone. That's my receiving address, by the way. We're using my personal wallet to show you this. So if you decide that you really like me, you're welcome to send me some money there. So now back to reality. I'm sending from my Mycelium wallet to my friend's Bread wallet. To do this is very simple, and you see their Bread wallet here now. My friend pulls up his wallet on his phone, which is, again, here now. He goes to the receive, and it gives him an address in 2 formats, text and QR code. Now, it's easier for me with the cell phone to scan his QR code, so that's what we're going to do here. And you'll see his QR code circled here. Otherwise, I would have to type in all this text below. So remember, the QR code and the text are, or should be, identical. So now I pull up my wallet, and I go to send. Now, I have to tell my wallet how to get the address, so I could have had it copied to my clipboard on my phone, which I would do if someone emailed me their address. But again, in this case, mobile to mobile, we have a QR code. So I click up here. You see the camera turns on and I have a square on my screen. I need to have their QR code inside that square for my phone to recognize it. But you notice that once my phone sees the QR code, it automatically types the receiving address of my friend. Wait though, we step back. We need to make sure the code was correct. Always remember, trust but verify. So I quickly look over the address that was scanned into my phone and make sure it's correct with the text against his phone. And once they match, which they do, I select in the upper right-hand corner whether I want to send him Bitcoin or an equivalent amount of US dollars, which is based on the current exchange rate. Type in the amount, select my fee, which is based on, again, how many transactions are out in the network trying to be confirmed, called the mempool, by the way, how many unspent transactions I have in my wallet, and whether or not I'm sending it to a number 3 SegWit supported address. So then I click send. Now, we haven't gone over this yet, but this is where I hope you have your wallet set up correctly, or I'm going to be extremely upset. Type in your PIN number. If you don't have one of those, go set one up right now. So once you type in your PIN number, your transaction goes to the network and gets their wallet. Right? About now. Now should be on his wallet, and probably now. Their wallet only sees that the transaction has been broadcast. It will not be able to spend it until it's been confirmed by the network, which, again, depending on the fee you paid, could be an hour to several hours. So, we've moved money from a mobile wallet to a mobile wallet the easiest way is with QR codes. Now let's move money between a mobile wallet and a desktop wallet. You'll find out later why I don't recommend desktop wallets, but if you're using one, it's still good to know. So we're going to use Bitcoin Core in our desktop wallet example. This method is different in how the address makes it from your desktop to your mobile device, but otherwise it's basically the same. In this case, we pull up the desktop wallet here, Bitcoin Core again. We open receiving addresses and highlight the address. Copy it with Control-C on a Windows PC, and then we paste it into an email that goes to our cell phone. Now that we've sent the email over to our cell phone, we now move to our phone. Open the email, highlight the address, copy it to the clipboard, and now we open our Mycelium wallet. And from here, all the instructions are the same as before, except instead of using a QR code, we now copy from clipboard. This copies the address in that we just emailed to ourselves. But again, we need to verify the address to make sure nothing changed in between emailing and copying. So we pull up the desktop, check the code, and now we're okay to send the money. Now we ask, how do you verify the address was copied correctly when you don't have access to the desktop it was copied from? Easy. I have vendors I'm sending money to. Do one of two things. Either call me to confirm the address verbally, or take a picture with their phone and send the pic as well so I can confirm that way. i.e., we use two-factor authentication. You're going to hear that term down the road. You might as well know what it means now. Two-factor authentication is simply using two things to authenticate what you're trying to do. So, back to our mobile wallet. Select the currency type, Bitcoin or USD, just like before. Type in the amount, click OK, and click Send. I'm going to assume at this stage, because I got so upset last time, that you put a PIN number in. So type in your PIN number, and you're good to go. The desktop wallet should see it broadcast quickly and have access to it within an hour or a few, depending on the fee that you paid. So, next, let's say we want to buy some Bitcoin on Coinbase and send the money to our mobile wallet. Because we've listened to Andrew when he said, don't store your money on an exchange. Good job, by the way. How do we move money in this way? Easy. Log into Coinbase. And since I know you did this too, type in your two-factor authentication code off your authenticator. Again, this is covered in the security and storage safety video that's later on in the series. Go to your BTC wallet, click Send, and now we need an address to send it to. Open your mobile wallet, click Receive. Copy this address and email it to your desktop. Then copy and paste that address to your send field in Coinbase. Tell them how much you want to send. And hold on a second, what are we forgetting? Same situation as moving money between a desktop and a mobile wallet. Trust but verify. Verify the address is correct. Look at the mobile wallet and look at the address you copied into Coinbase and make sure they match. Then send the money over. If you send your money to an incorrect address, no one can get your money back. Please remember this. Please don't take this for granted. It's extremely important. If it wasn't important, I would not say it in almost every single video I make for you. Now, exchanges send money in batches, so it might take an hour or two before your mobile wallet even sees the transaction being broadcast. Exchanges do not send immediately, so don't be alarmed. That's completely normal if you don't see it go through right away. Lastly, if you try and send money to a 3 address and your wallet says invalid address, your wallet does not support SegWit, and you'll need to get a 1 address from your receiving wallet to use before you can move your money. As time goes on, this will become less and less of an issue, but right now it's something to consider. So, I said lastly, I was completely wrong. So, now I actually mean lastly this time. How do I buy something online with Bitcoin? In this example, we're going to use Overstock.com because, well, I like Overstock.com, and quite frankly, they support the Bitcoin community. So buying online is a lot like any other sending of Bitcoin. We log into our account at Overstock, find something we want to buy, and like any other checkout system, you just select Bitcoin at the end of the transaction. When you do so, Overstock.com will present you with a QR code and a text address. You can use either to copy. And as you saw earlier, the QR code can be scanned by your mobile wallet, or the text address can be copied into your desktop wallet to send. And one thing you need to remember is that when buying with Bitcoin online, the payment address you're given is only valid for a short period of time. This is usually somewhere in the 10 to 15 minute range. So don't go check out until you're actually ready to pay. That address that you're given is specific for your particular transaction with the online vendor. So once it expires, you have to go get another address in order to tie that transaction in, and they know that you paid. Now, I know this was brief. I know it's kind of quick. There's a lot of information here. So this concludes the tutorial from MyCrypto.guru on how to move money around with Bitcoin. Remember, exchanges and wallets are made by programmers. There's no standard to the wallets, but there are standards to the addresses. While some of what was said here won't be exact between wallets, this should be enough to get you moving. As always, if you have more questions, you can log into your account on MyCryptoGuru, join the forums, engage in discussions, maybe join some of our webinars and some of our consulting sessions for those interested in more specific information. You can also get more information on Facebook and join the MyCryptoGuru page, where we post answers to the most common questions we receive. In the next video, we're going to teach you some more specifics of the Ethereum network and what ICOs are. So when you get done learning what you need to learn here and asking your questions, and being secure in knowing that you're moving money correctly and safely, come over there and we'll start teaching you a few more of the investing questions that people are asking about.